is the place to go. Information, entertainment from the folks you know. The old coyote is howling. Let's get on with the show.
It's Conversation Corner, brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse, Airport Road in Weatherford, and we are joined by the famous Emily Miller, rodeo star, barrel racer star. What do we call you?
The seventh-ranked world professional Wrangler Pro Rodeo Circuit winner chicken dinner.
That sounds good to me.
Man, she's you had a heck of a year. I think we'll talk about all this, of course, coming up, but we're just excited. Getting back from Vegas from the National Finals Rodeo, that had been just a blast, right?
It was an absolute blur, though. It went by so fast.
I can only imagine.
It was an absolute blur. All right, well, we'll hear all about it, and I'd like to just hear your story as well, which is very interesting because you didn't grow up around horses.
Kansas.
Yeah, no, I really didn't. My dad's a farmer, my mom's an accountant, so.
There you go. So we'll talk all about that. Emily Miller joining us as a guest this morning on Conversation Corner, brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse.
It's the best time of the year, and there's no better place to be than Elk City. The Elk City Chamber of Commerce says thank you for continuing to make Elk City a great place to call home. Wishing you and your family the warmest of blessings this holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Elk City Chamber of Commerce.
Attention breakfast lovers! Stop in at Lucille's Roadhouse off Airport Road in Weatherford, where you can enjoy all-you-can-eat breakfast Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. The coffee is always freshly ground and ready to serve. While you're there, make sure to check out the great Made in Oklahoma products available in the gift shop. Lucille's Roadhouse, just off Airport Road in Weatherford, where you can enjoy all-you-can-eat breakfast Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Lucille's Roadhouse.
And now back to your Christmas special, how the Grinch Kurt stole Christmas at Clover's in Clinton.
Am I eating just because I'm bored?
Yes, Kurt, you are. Now get over here and help me mark down these prices.
I guess I could use a little social interaction.
Cheer up, dude. It's Christmas, and check out these great deals we have, like this GE French door refrigerator in stainless steel for only $17.99.
You're right, Tracy. Ooh, I'm all toasty inside.
It's a Christmas miracle. Shop Clover's in Clinton now for all your Christmas gifts, even if you have a Grinch on your list.
Rick's Boots and Outfitters in Weatherford has deals you don't want to miss this holiday season. They have boots starting as low as $59.99 for both men and women. Select styles of Justin's men and women's casuals as low as $39.99. And when you spend $300 in Justin, you get a free Justin jacket while supplies last. But that's not all. The deals keep on going with 15% off all jackets and exotics. And their Wrangler jeans are buy one, get one half off. So head to Rick's Boots and Outfitters and stock up for the holidays. Located inside the ASAP General Store on Airport Road in Weatherford and Highway 183 in Clinton.
It's the Stocking Up on Savings event at Pioneer. New customers can scratch names off their list with up to $600 off any device. Santa didn't forget about our current customers. Get a new phone up to $300 off for everyone in the family. Bring in your old phone, and Pioneer will double the trade-in value up to $180 to help you get extra Christmas savings. Don't go into the new year empty-handed. Take advantage of these deals December 9th through December 30th.
Happy holidays from the entire staff at Cheyenne Professional Drug. As you spend time with your loved ones, take time to remember the true meaning of Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. Thank you for making our year so special. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cheyenne Professional Drug.
The new Van and John show on Coyote Mornings.
Emily Miller joining us in the studio, fresh from Vegas. And now what? You're seventh ranked in the world? Is that what you said, John?
That's a fact.
Is that a fact?
I came into the NFR sitting seventh. I left sitting third.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Third ranked in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we said your name a couple times because you'd won a couple nights too.
I did. Yeah, we had a really good showing out there. You know, it's always good when your horse likes the big arena out in Vegas. So.
Because that's got to be nerve-wracking because not only do you depend on you, but you depend on your horse.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he's 99.9% of this team.
That's
I'm just hanging on.
Just hanging on for the good time. What is your horse's name?
Chongo.
Chongo.
Yeah.
Have you and Chongo been together for a while?
Couple years.
Very nice. Well, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your how you got into barrel racing. Vanessa said you didn't dream of this as a child, as a little girl.
Oh, your babysitter introduced you to horses?
Yeah, so I had a passion for animals. Of course, like growing up, The Lion King was my favorite. I had 4 Nalas and 1 Simba I would carry around in a purse everywhere I went. So I did. I was an animal lover. Then Jana Turner, she used to be Jana Waycamp. She was my neighbor, which is 7 miles apart in southwest Kansas. That's when you live in the country.
That's right.
And she's just let me be her shadow. I went with her to all the youth rodeos, Little Britches rodeos, high school rodeos, and she'd throw me on her horses. And she was actually the person in the alleyway with me out at the NFR every night. So.
Well, that's because you guys still have a great relationship.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And she's like my big sister.
Yeah, you had a team of people helping, like your old rodeo coach even.
Yeah. Jim Boy Hash. He's who I rodeoed for out at Garden City Community College, and he came out and helped. And he helped me in the alleyway one night. I switched horses. I gave Chongo the night off and rode Foxy. And so he helped me in then, and of course I was hearing from Coach V here at Southwestern and his wife Edie every couple days, checking in to make sure I was doing good. It's awesome to have that kind of support.
Let's see, because you mentioned that your rodeo career started of course, in high school, but then you were at a college in Kansas?
Yep, Garden City Community College.
Right.
That was home for me.
Okay.
So I had 13 horses, and Dad was like, either sell your horses so you can move, or you're going to have to stay here for school.
Because you did everything. You had to narrow it down to barrel racing now, but you actually, was that your favorite thing, barrel racing?
Yeah, I mean, in high school they have more events for you. I actually did 6 events in high school, and then in college it cuts down a little bit, and then when you go to the pro ranks, it's a little more limited as well. So. Yeah, barrel racing was definitely always something that was kind of my strong suit.
And how'd you make the transition from Garden City to SWASU?
A lot of good Mexican food.
Yeah?
That played a really big role. So, no, it was awesome. I love Weatherford. Obviously, I mean, I'm still here. So.
Right. What did, but I mean, like when you were looking around thinking what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, and it just kind of picked Weatherford and Coach Wisniewski come get you?
Yeah, he did. Actually, Dr. Phillips probably did a lot of the recruiting.
Yeah.
So, I know he wasn't with us this year, but every night I really did think about him always telling me to cowgirl up, because that's, I was in dental hygiene school, and, he loved it. He loved hearing about the rodeo, and I mean, I know he was my supervising dentist, but he really did care about it and was very passionate about the sport.
Tell me, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go
I
ahead.
said, tell me about that. So I know it's hard, because especially now doing it professionally, but when did you know, not that you didn't want to graduate college, you needed to, but you having something else going on as well as the barrel racing.
Yeah, it's kind of what makes my story a little bit unique. I don't come from a rodeo background. A lot of these girls I run against, their mom did it, their dad did it, generation after generation, and my parents were a little bit different minded in that aspect. They wanted me to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
And so go to hygiene school. I graduated in 2016 with my bachelor's of dental hygiene from the University of Oklahoma, and I worked for Stevens Family Dentistry, for 3.5 years, and I love it. And the nice thing about dental hygiene is there is never an emergency dental cleaning on a Friday or a Saturday.
Yes.
So I still get to rodeo.
That's perfect. Yeah, because that's every weekend.
Yeah,
Wow.
It is. It's a lot.
And then traveling around the world now, of course, they brag about how much money you've made. You're super rich now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it takes a lot to get up and down the road. These horses, you think about all the care they need, the extra, things we do to go above and beyond to make sure they're comfortable and they're athletes, and so that, and then my truck, man, I put a lot of miles on it. So I actually bought it's not a new truck, but it's
New to
lightly
you.
used. Yeah, new to me.
That
So
counts.
I got a new truck when I got home.
Well, very nice. That's a little reward for just a great rodeo and great national finals rodeo. Just got to be exciting, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was a dream come true. Your first time out there, you never know what to expect. And our barrel horses, I mean, like you say, we're so reliant on them, and most of the money that I won on Chongo this year was in Canada on really big outdoor arenas.
Nice.
So to put him in a little coliseum, 13-second pattern, and him to go excel that was pretty cool.
Plus, it's got to be different there, just the amount of people. I'm not saying there's not a lot of people at different rodeos, but they're just almost on top of you, and it's got to be extra loud, just different.
Extremely loud. Yeah, it was. The bright lights of Vegas. There's no denying that. That grand entry, the first time I went in and made the lap, and I look up and see, they're looking at 17,000 people screaming, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, very good feeling. And is that when you realize I've made it?
Yeah, it really was. I was kind of like that. Holy cow! Like this is what I have dreamed of since I was a little girl watching this on TV.
Right.
This moment, and after that first grand entry lap, and of course the grand entry never got old. All 10 rounds. That's the best part. I mean, that's
What is that like? What happens?
So we go in state by state. They introduce us, through, and you make basically a hot lap. And that's not on
Fast
not
as
on
you can go.
yeah, that's not on my barrel horse. I borrowed a horse to do that out there on, but anyway, you make a hot lap. They introduce everybody. We go in the shape of a horseshoe, and then they do the whole like, all right, it's time to rodeo, and everybody takes off and flies out of the arena. Like it is like a
Cool.
horse race to the
Oh,
back
man.
tent. So it's really cool. But that was awesome. It kind of got the edge knocked off me, and then I was like, all right, now it's time to run barrels.
My only real exposure to barrel racing is Harley. Was it Pure Country? That movie, anybody? George Strait? In their name, right? She raced barrel. That's my only true experience. But it also kind of did paint a picture of the whole Vegas experience and scene. And we were out there one time for the NFR and got to go one day. 2 days, 2 nights we spent out there. And yeah, no, that's if you've never done it, especially if you're a fan of rodeos. Like if you love going to, like I love taking my family to the SWASU rodeo.
Sure.
It's a whole different experience, but it's still amazing.
Well, what about your babysitter, Janet Turner? You said was her name. Did she do things like that too? Did she succeed?
Was
in
she ever number
rodeo?
3 in the world? That's what we're wanting to know.
Yeah. I mean, what does she have to say about all this? Is she blown away?
She is a wonderful mom right now. She's got 2 kids. They're precious. They got to come out there at the end, and so that was a lot of fun. Jana, she had a lot of success, through Little Britches, through high school rodeo, through college rodeo.
Yeah.
And her good horse, her Chongo, he got hurt, and so she retired him, and then she, went on about regular life things. And so to have her out there, away from her kids, she was away from her kids for like 10, 12 days, and that was pretty rough. FaceTimes there at the end were getting kind of tough, but I so appreciate her sacrifice and that time to come out and help us. And then of course Reagan and Callan, when they got out there, they just had a blast. Those kids, they love horses just as much as I did as a little girl. And and Reagan's actually riding my good horse that I rode through like the CNFR and high school rodeo now. So it's kind of all come full circle. It's really neat.
And they'll remember it the rest of their lives. So that's a really neat experience for them.
Absolutely.
Making memories. I guess now it's the question of what's next. As it obviously you want to keep pushing. This is only your second year professionally, third year? Oh, I know professionally start younger, but you know what I mean.
Sure. No, this is it was the first time I made the NFR. So that of course everybody wants to get back there.
Right.
The payout's awesome, and that's how you make money for the year, is making it to the finals.
Right.
One thing I've learned though is the NFR, it kind of chooses you. The more you try to force it, the less likely it is to happen. So I've just got to continue to make good choices for my team and go where we think we can win and see what it brings. I mean, there's a lot of luck that plays into it. You've been in the SWASU rodeo, it snows and rains and the wind blows, and you never know what you're gonna get. So some of that does play a factor, but we'll see. I mean, I've got an awesome crew of horses. They're really. I mean, that's what I told my fiance Austin. I said this is the time. I mean, we're gonna give it all we've got while I've got these horses, because they're not promised to be here forever.
That's true. And you're talking. I mean, you mentioned the weather and everything. You're talking horses or times of 100th of a second difference, or 200-300ths of a second between first and sixth plate. Like it's just crazy how close everything is.
Sure.
So you're taken.
I am.
Oh yeah, fiance.
Yes, very taken.
Very taken. How did that happen?
Yeah, we met at the gym. So it was I was in hygiene school, and after I graduated hygiene school, I went off on a summer run and came back. I think that year my horse, he ended up getting hurt out there or something. I was supposed to be gone for a while, and anyway, when I came back, I don't know, it worked out, I suppose. He's stuck with me now.
How'd you guys get engaged? Is there some?
He actually proposed with my horse Pipe Wrench. Yeah, it was pretty neat. So
how? Tell me.
Yeah, so Pipe Wrench came along before Chongo, and we always joke, Pipe Wrench had my heart first.
Right.
So sorry Austin, but yeah, he did. That horse, I almost made the finals on that horse in 2017, and he got hurt. And he's just never really come back from them. And that's okay. That horse didn't owe me a dang thing. He's still my best bud. And so anyway, yeah, I got off work. I'd finished work Dr. Stevens one day, and I'd had that horse saddled, and I went out to the barn, and he was like, "There's something wrong with your saddle." And I was like, "What do you mean there's something wrong with my saddle?" And he had a ring on there. And so yeah, I cried and cried and cried. I was so excited. He couldn't figure out. He's like, "Are these happy tears?"
Right.
Like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah. Well, so much good has come from all of this, and including the fact that you're just top notch at interviewing now. Man, you've had so many interviews.
I don't know about top notch, but I'm getting well practiced.
Really good. Yeah. It was very fast paced, like barrel racing. I felt like.
Yeah, that they say that about my cleanings. When I'm doing the dental hygiene thing, they're like, "You're definitely a barrel racer. You work really fast."
That's right.
Wow, that's awesome.
You got to get it done. You get paid
Right.
by the more you do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how the business makes the money. There.
Well, Emily, I appreciate it. It's an honor to have you in here. And like we said, we've been following you. A lot of people here, of course, in Western Oklahoma, and Oklahoma on the map for sure at the NFRs, and definitely you're one of the reasons. So it's wonderful.
And thanks for falling in love with Weatherford and making it home. That's exciting.
Hey, it's an awesome town. I really do. I love it here. So it's exciting and yeah, there for a long time they kept printing I was Weatherford, Texas, and I finally was like, guys, it's Oklahoma. There is an Oklahoma.
That's right.
Like, don't forget us over here.
That's right. That's right. Well, congratulations again. We are, like she said, all super excited and continue to love watching you in your career.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Conversation Corner is brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse on the Coyotes.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your home for fresh country hits and Coyote Country Classics.